thinking of how addictions actually happen and what we can do to prevent it. I went back to school. That didn't work out. Wasn't making enough money. Now I got a little greedy, right? I needed more bread in my pocket. I'm in the courtroom watching, observing, and I see this thing called bail. $25,000, $30, whatever. I go to some of my colleagues, some attorneys, say, what does it mean? They explain the system to me. I get my bail bonding license. I start getting people out of jail for a living. The same friends that I was talking about on Crack Hit the Street in 85 and 86, guess who was my clients now? They were. What if I would have 1.54? What if I would have come home then? Look how this conversation would have been different. I started getting them out of jail. I want to create some programs that help. While I'm doing this, I started growing up in the side. I think I owe some people some phone calls. I think it's time to send some Terrier Club some thankfulness. I finally came back to Wofford after that. And I asked Coach if I could come meet with him. I met with all my coaches that were still here. And I had the heart-to-heart conversation that I didn't have when I was a student and a player for him here at Wofford College. And man, it hurt. But if you're really about change, really about growth, really about growing and being responsible, you're going to face it. All of us going to face that adversity one day. All of us going to get that telephone call. You're going to answer it. What's going to be the question? Same analogy when you own this grid. It don't change. This team thing is about life lessons, community, family, team. You can't do it by yourself. You got to be bonded, much stronger. I blame myself for being a leader here and dividing my team at one point. I was having players choose sides simply because I needed that to feel good about where I was. Oh, man, go ahead. No food in the line. Oh, man, the receivers, they wear white shirts. 18 returning starters in 1993. I'm supposed to be a leader here. We went 6-5. That's my regret. I let them down. There were some seniors not coming back. I didn't give them the mental effort that I gave them that they deserved. I cheated. I'm bothered by that to this day. Don't have that. Don't have that. Embrace this moment right now. Give these people, teammates, what they deserve. That's your best effort. Unselfishness. I was selfish at the time. I needed the light shined on me because there were some issues going on. The light should have been shining on the team, and I could have worked those issues out through that evaluation. But I let my internalizing the pain get in the way. Don't be that story. Don't call me 10 years and say, Chad, you going back to Wofford? Can I co-speak with you? Not with that story. Not one I'm proud of. I want to use it as a prevention tool so you don't have to go through it. I made some money in this bail bonding business. More money I'd ever seen before. But I was getting people out of jail at the most vulnerable time. It's amazing what God can do to you. I started thinking about life in a different way. I decided to turn it back in. First 6 months, I made $72 grand when I first started getting people out of jail. That following year, I was fortunate enough to make over $100,000 a year for 6 years. I bought houses. My daughter went to private school. My mother was living good. Changing my generation. Imagine if I don't have the support of my college. Wasn't good enough. Fell in love with teaching at the time. I was teaching at Benedict. I decided I wanted to go back to school to earn a PhD. Who do you think I called again? Call the principal. Well, I'll do anything for you. Well, I ain't too sure about calling the University of Delaware. It was right after that 2003 semifinals game. Make a long story short, I know I've been long-winded today, but there's a lot I need to tell you. I owe you a whole lot. There's a lot I need to share with you. I get into this PhD program on conditional basis again, right? It cost me $10,343 to go to the school. Guess who paid for it? I was prepared now. I I wasn't that same young kid. I wanted something. There was a goal I knew I could achieve. I paid for it and went and made $16,300 a year after making $100,000 for 6 years in a row. That's what it took. It takes sacrifice to achieve your goals. I am a doctor now. I'm in a 1% fraternity in the country, not the race, just overall who earned a terminal degree in your field. I'm a criminologist, and I'm not bragging, I'm sharing because you can vicariously see. No smarter, no better, but perseverance, determination, faith, and a great work ethic. That, with that social capital and support that you have in this room, have in the classroom, have on campus, and the alumni that graduated. I graduated last year with my doctorate. That's why I didn't get a chance to see y'all last year, because I was up under that table writing 12, 13, 14 hours a day. Fortunate enough, I got a tenure-track line, which means that someone wants to invest in me for the rest of my life. I'm an assistant professor now in the Sociology and Criminal Justice Department at Delaware State University. The first semester there, I got invited to speak at Yale University. This kid from Dirt Road with a 1.54 first semester got invited to one of the best colleges in the nation. And they wanted to hear what I had to say about my research. That's what I mean about opportunity, seizing the moment, and growth. I believe in you, fellas. My phone number is easily available. Email. Some of the fellas I got good bonds with. We talk. I don't want to bring anybody out, but I've been in communication for 2 or 3 years. You don't have to figure this thing out unless you want to. And it's not just me. Because I take these opportunities and I go back to my alumni as well, and I tell all the boys, hey, y'all know I'm going to the school. I got a couple messages for the DBs too, but we'll talk about that. Baylor's going to throw it in the air, so we got some conversation to have. We got some messages to bring you, know. But I really just want to end this by saying, don't wait till tomorrow. You don't have to wait until tomorrow. It's a problem. You got some support system. Trust, have faith, and believe in your social capital. And please take advantage of it. They really do care. You don't have to fight this world by yourself. Thank you.
2013 time, but I appreciate so much you taking your time to come here and speak to our team, and you're included in our team. Fellas, we've got a tremendous opportunity to have a tremendous year, but it's only going to happen if we decide it's going to happen by the way that we work and approach, practice, and preparation. So, rest, relax, hydrate. We got 2 tomorrow. Let's get it done. Yep.